Hello everyone, uh, I am Darshit Padya and I am presenting this video which is about our project online election system. First of all, our instructor is Mr. Saurabh Tiwari. We are from the Institute GIICT. Now, why from the part of this project, which course is parts? That course is designing of software system. This course is about designing a software system using object-oriented programming. Why I created this video? Because we have researched so many things about this online election system, and we try to add some new stuff in this online election system, and that's why according to our requirement gathering, we have created a whole documentation for this, and which will give you a brief information about this whole project documentation. Now, if I talks about our group, then I myself is Darshit Padya. My colleagues are Vishal Gandhi, Bhavesh Goyal, Shwet Desai, and Hardik Thakkar. If I give you some brief information about the whole system, then this is not just online voting system. This is including online election system. It's include whole thing about the election, from the new voters registration to the result declaration from the election commission. Now, this system most trivial functional requirement is login. Means election commission can log in, candidate can log in, voter can log in. In this system there is a three actors: election commission, voters, and candidate. Candidate can register, but they can't directly register from this system, because according to Indian law they have to sign in front of election commission. So candidate should apply for the document verification. They can apply from this website, just like Indian passport service. They can just apply from this. They can't directly register to the system. For the voter registration, for the new voters who don't have their voter ID cards, like a person who just reached the age of 18, they can also apply from here. And any voters, if they have already the voter ID cards but they are not registered to the website, they also have to apply from here, because election commissioner have to find that this is with this voter ID, this is a genuine voter. They have to confirm it. Now, candidates can post a manifesto from our website. They can post their PDF file of the manifesto, and they can also update it. For candidate, they can also post their speech to our website. They can update it also. Now, most important part is vote casting. For the vote casting, first we have to voter have to pass through the voter verification. If they For the voter verification, we can use the face recognition system or fingerprint scanner. For next step, they can do a select candidates. They can select the candidate from to whom they can cast the vote, and then just confirmation, and they will get the confirmation email that yeah, your vote is casted to this candidate. Then a result declaration. Election commission could declare the result. For result declaration, they can just calculate the vote and declare the winner of the whole election. And for election for in this system, update privileges are also only given to the election commission. Means voter can't change their own information by themselves. They have to go to the election commission and ask to change the information about them, and election commission will change the information about the voters and the candidates. Now the further information will be given by my other colleague.
I am Vishal Gandhi. My roll number is 2015-12017. I will talk about use case diagram. So this is our use case diagram, and in our system mainly there are four actors: voter, candidate, election commission, and verification system. First we will talk about voter. Voter can log in with valid details. Then voter can apply for document verification to prove that he or she is valid voter. After verification, voter can vote for elections on our systems. If user is not registered, voter, then he or she can apply for new voter ID. Now we will move on to Election Commission. Member of Election Commission can log in using valid credentials. Election Commission can update voter and candidate information. Election Commission will generate appointment for applicant like new voters, voters with existing voter ID and candidate. Election Commission will declare result. Now, what is the purpose of verification system? On the time of voting, verification system will verify user using fingerprint scanner or face recognition system. For that, we have to use some outer verification system. Now, we will move on to candidate. What can candidate do? Candidate can log in using valid credentials. Voter can apply for candidate. Candidate can post manifesto and live speech. Now, activity and sequence diagram will be explained by my colleague.
Hello everyone, my name is Bhavesh Goyal. My ID is 2015120034. This is one of the most important activity diagram of our system. We have included this in our system to avoid false voting and to ensure that the genuine voter is casting vote. Now with the activity diagram, here our voter will go to the cast vote page, and after that there the voter should have to choose either of the system. Voter can verify through face recognition or through fingerprint scan, and if the scans matches, then the voter can cast vote, else again the voter will be redirected to the cast vote page. Now we will continue with its sequence diagram. In this sequence diagram, we have one actor, 3 boundary objects, 1 controller and 1 entity object. Here our actor user will initiate the verification request using verification form, and through verification form it will interact with our controller and check for the available hardware. We have 2 alternate hardware. User can choose one of it. First is fingerprint scanner. User initiate fingerprint scan with the help of fingerprint scanner and send the data through verification controller and matches with the entity object database, and if the result matches, then it will reply with a validation info that it's verified and now voter can cast vote. Same with the webcam. Using webcam, the image of the user will be passed on to the controller, then using some algorithms it will match with the database, and if the face verification phase will be done, then it will reply, and if it's verified, then user can cast vote, and if it's not verified, then the further process will be done. Thank you. Now further class diagram is explained by my colleague.
Hello, I am Shwet Desai and my ID is 20151204. I am going to explain the whole class diagram of online election system. So let's begin with login facility. We have 2 classes for login facility, login page and login. Login contains 2 members, user ID and password, as well as login page also contains 2 member login ID and password. They both contains 2 functions, login and validate details. Login contains submit details and validate details. First of all, user input data in login page. So when he input data, login function will call it will call another class login, and it validate detail and throw the user into the system. For user, we have a class registered user. It's specialized in 3 different classes: election commission, voter and candidate. Election commission associated with 3 classes: result declaration section, update voter page and update candidate page. Result declaration section associated with a class result in many to one relationship. Election commission associated with the result declaration section with one to many relationship. The result declaration section has a function declare result. When declare result call, it call another class result. Result have 3 functions: get count, initiate counting and calculate winner. Get count counts the vote, and calculate winner shows who is the winner. Election Commission also associated with two different class, update voter page and update candidate page. Update voter page and update candidate page are almost same and connect with one another class update, that is our update controller, in one-to-one relationship. Election Commission and update voter page is also are in one-to-one relationship, as well as Election Commission and update candidate page also in one-to-one relationship. Update voter page and update candidate page contains most of same element, same members and same functions. Update voter page contains first name, middle name, last name, address, city, state, gender, date of birth, email ID, mobile number and voter ID. It also contains two functions, get voter ID and change detail. Get voter ID, get the voter ID which he input in a voter update page, and call next class update. Now if we talk about the voter, it associated with 5 different classes. First is voter casting form class, second is voter verification form class, third is fingerprint scanner form class, fourth is webcam class, and fifth is voter application form class. Voter associated with voter casting form class in many-to-one relationship. Voter associated with verification form class in many-to-one relationship. Voter also associated with 3 other different class in many-to-one relationship. Voter application form is associated with another class application in one-to-one relationship. Voter application form class used when user has a voter ID, is a registered voter but not registered in online election system. A function fill form which is in voter application form class called another class application that contains 4 different functions: receive details, validate details, generate appointment and add appointment. If all information are correct, application class will validate it, and if it validate, then it will generate an appointment. Application class is also associated with a class new voter application form in one-to-one relationship. New voter application form class is used when a new voter wants to register in online election system, but he or she has no voter ID. It is first unregistered user. If we're talking about the vote casting, 4 different class comes into the picture: vote casting form class, verification form class, fingerprint scanner class and webcam class. Vote casting form class is associated with another class, vote casting class. Vote casting class is our controller. Vote casting form class is associated with vote casting class in one-to-one relationship. Vote casting form has a member candidate ID and it has 2 functions: verification and cast vote. Vote casting class, which is a controller, has 4 different functions. First is cast vote, second is voter information for validation reason, third is get candidate, and fourth is add vote. In the order of vote casting operation performed successfully, we need 6 different classes. First is vote casting form, second is verification form, third is fingerprint scanner class, and fourth is webcam class, and 2 another controller class, vote casting control of class and verification class. These 2 are our controller class which perform actual operations. Voter is facilitated for verification by 2 different methods: by his fingerprint scanning and by his facial recognition. For fingerprint scanning verification, we have fingerprint scanner class, and for face recognition verification, we have webcam class. Fingerprint scanner has a function verification fingerprint, and webcam class has a function verification face. If voter choose to verify by fingerprint, system will use fingerprint scanner class. If voter choose to verify by facial recognition, system will choose webcam class. After verify the voter, vote casting controller class will add its genuine vote to our database. If we talk about the candidate class is associated with 3 classes. First is post manifesto form class, second is post speech form class, third is candidate application form class. Candidate is associated with these three different class in many to one relationship. Post manifesto form and post speech form is also associated with a controller class post class in many one to one relationship. Post class has function upload, check format, validate format, and update information. Post manifesto form class has a function upload file, as well as post speech also has a function upload file. If candidate upload a manifesto or any textual description, post manifesto form class is used. It has a function fold upload file, which is called another class post, which is a controller. It has four function upload, check format, validate format, and update information. If its content is alright and its format is right, then post controller class will update this information onto the website. If candidate wants to upload his speech, this process has been done same by our controller post. Now further will be explained by my colleague.
Hello friends, my name is Hardik Thakkar. My ID is 2015120804. I am going to explain the state diagram. This is the state diagram of broadcasting. First of all, of user enter in ideal state. Then after user go for the casting vote, and when user go for the casting the vote, user must have to provide the voter information, means user information. Then after it will redirect on another state. In another state we will check the information, means the voter information is valid or not valid. If ID is found, then user can vote the cast, and then after it will redirect on another state. In that we check the vote casting confirmation. If detail is not found, then user will redirect on another state. In this state voter cannot cast the vote, means vote casting will be cancelled. Now I am explaining the OCL. OCL means Object Constraint Language. This is our OCL of our system. In our system there are so many constraints. Now I explain the every OCL constraints one by one. First constraint is for the voter and candidate city. Now see, broadcasting form dot voter application form dot city is equal to broadcasting form dot voter application form dot application dot candidate application form dot city. It means in this constraint we compare the city of voter and the candidate of city must be same. Another constraint for post manifesto form. In this we check the format of post. Okay, in that candidate update in which form their post. The constraint is constraint post check format post file format is equal to MP3 or PDF. In that we check the which candidate upload the post is in MP3 or PDF format or not. Next, another constraint is if file underscore format is equal to PDF, then let file word split file data file word is not equal to non-constitutional word. Non-constitutional word means in government there are some rule like we cannot use some reserved word in our speech, so we can check this constraint. For that we check that word, because candidate can't upload that type of word in their speech, because they upload this kind of speech in their word, then some problem will be occurred. Now next constraint is for age. In our government there is rule that candidate age must be greater than 25. Now constraint, let age substring today 6 minus substring self dot date of birth 6 in age greater than 25. It means candidate age should not be less than 25. another constraint for login. In login, user have to enter the password or username. Without username and password, voter cannot log in. In that, we check the username and password should not be null. In that context is login page. Login, user ID, string, password, string. User ID is not equal to null, password is not equal to null. In that we check that username and password should not. Next constraint for voter. We all know that voter must have to age is 18. Less than 18 age people cannot vote the cast the vote. Constraint is let age substring today 6 substring self dot dob 6 in age greater than 18. We all aware about that कि everyone must have to age is 80. Less than 18 people cannot vote, cast the vote. Now next topic, design pattern. My college will explain.
Hello, I am Darshit Padhya again. I am going to explain you that which design pattern we think that we should use in this system and why. According to us, we should use a facet design pattern in our system. Reason is as this. As we can see in our class diagram, I can explain it with the use of our class diagram. First of all, what is facet design pattern? It provides a unified interface to set of interfaces in subsystem. Facet defines a higher level interface that makes the subsystem easier to use. In our system, election commission, voter and a candidate are the classes that provide this interface to the system. Here for the vote casting, voter verification and everything we need to access through a vote class interface. From this we can easily handle it. Even for the verification also we use single voter verification controller class that automatically select the class and verify the user as per user's requirement. We don't need to add whole if condition for this. This will make user to handle the situation more efficiently. In posting data to the website, this whole system is handled by the candidate class. Interface in this system also it has one single post class that will run accordingly. The request of a user, if the user wants to post manifesto, then it will call the methods of post manifesto class. In result declaration, election commission is facet class that handle the result declaration mechanism demand of the commissioner. Now for the update method also, election commission is facet class. This will update voter and candidate information as per the commissioner's request. Now for the login controller class, registered user is a facet class that handles user login process as per the user information. Now registered user is also the facet class of a voter, candidate and election commission classes. So now we can say that we have some facet classes in our system that manage the system and interfaces of that class, make the system easier. So we can say that our system is facet design pattern. Thank you to watch our whole presentation.